I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do. Clive, as you know, our time grows short. But before we part,
Thank you. I appreciate his revenge.
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for.
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. I would, but a village home... And so, Clive, I find myself turning to... Will you take them to your hut?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the people I speak of have withdrawn to Goten's...
Understood.
Then the last of my preparations are complete, and may Griga...
Let's go. That'll do, girl. Everyone, Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already...
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster! They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die!
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to... We can't let Quentin...
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Let's go.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. but which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. It's a rabid beast that needs to be put down. If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost, so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin!
You're alive.
And so are you. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. It's not going to last long.
Then we finish this quickly.
I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. I have nothing left.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back, but I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason. Can't we just go back to how it was? You know.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what? Why would anyone follow me?
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah. And all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends. Why, just a village. We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice, after all. We are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
For making this town a welcoming. Anything catch your eye? There you go. Much obliged. Is that everything? A fair trade.
Clive, just a...
Oh? And why is that?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attack? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems our barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. But we ain't got nowhere. I'd build him a new barracks, but where would I put? Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us...
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bearers to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately. But there's only so we can't keep crap, and that's...
It's no burden.
Thank you, Club.
So,
Well, I reckon...
Eastpool, it's been a
It was a and if any of it what's done...
I suppose...
The Blight might... There's just one... A band of nasty... Would have sent someone to clear him out sooner. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved.
And I know them. I've already shared it, and I dare say he's got some...
Of course.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So, Wade.
And you, Lord Ross.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool.
That's right. Though it was... I rather fear my men have been treading on. And then there are the... We need somewhere to...
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our and rather less, thankfully. A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool. You and the Guardians can stay outside to make sure I'm not taken.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself,
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead.
All right.
We shall see you there.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place.
Or face the consequences. All yours, You're finished. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Kill! More surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a cat.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just...
Let's hope it was the last of its kind.
I would hope so.
Your men will be bringing the bearers. It might be best to send word for them to come right away.
Of course. I'll leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having them. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that won't, it'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
What are you after? There you go. Much obliged. Thanks very much.
Ah, there you are. Sir Wade told me you got... What's all this about? On second thoughts, don't. It'll only give me nightmares of me own.
I suppose it will be.
What else? Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place. But that don't undo...
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along the... Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool. But what's the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or...
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to.
I wanted to.
If we're going to do this, we'll...
Clive, it just so happens that right at this very
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness. And...
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the... Randalar has been none remain free for long, of course. But the army, too, is in disarray. And
you've been looking to buy? To make sure these masterless bearers...
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to...
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, so we've been... And we believe we have found. The place was abandoned a long time ago.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to...
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if...
Of course.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire... Even if I begin right now, So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chedra's Thread.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Ready, go? Time to fight.
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again. All yours, Talker! Farewell! Now, Torgal! And another! This one! Farewell!
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right.
Well met. You're welcome anytime.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes, but enough about him.
It's done.
You made quick work.
I should go and let it.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once...
All right. Eloise, I just got...
Thank you, Clive. Here. Some... Well then, now that you have laid... I suppose we'd better finish the first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is...
You're still in negotiation?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the fist on our... I suppose it's to be expected, but we shall emerge victorious.
Well, if you need any help...
I'm not sure...
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking, he represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the...
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. And they're still expanding. And judging by her reaction earlier,
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to say, but this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the... I won't let her give up on her dreams again. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this, though I'm sure I'll...
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had bet these bearers aren't going to move. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. I was starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that.
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. over! Get him! All yours, Torgal! Nice try. All yours, Torgal! There may still be survivors inside.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not.
As long as you don't hold back.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes! Would you not agree?
Actually, I wouldn't. There's a good boy.
Enjoying yourself?
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
As weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose you might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. I'll be thankful you got that much. Still alive, are you? You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
Yep. Fretting about us, guy. Unless that is... What's saying for you, dear? You can thank me later. My best work, but it'll do. That it? Fine.
If it's knowledge you seek.
Those tomes wouldn't happen to have... Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
So what do I owe the honour? What do you want? Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you. My best work, but it'll do. That it? Fine.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a cat?
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Clive! Quick look.
always something in there.
Clive. How may I help you today? One must understand one's place in the world.
Let me help. I know my letters.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. You wish to study the tomes?
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
sitting under a pile of rubble.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Cole said it was an army.
of a cash.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills...
Well, did you find it?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee, unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye, aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back, though I may be something.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Speaking of which...
Worried about him?
Afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but... So, try as I... and...
I'd speak... Well,
All right.
She can't kick. Glory to Griga.
What's happened?
Tyre's busy working herself into... I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't. Clive, will you talk?
I know better. Well, Ty, we all admire your dedication.
I will. Until then, we owe him the...
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse, as all... If I had the tears, I could eat...
Oh,
Not my tears. Tears of mirth.
You wouldn't. There must be some... Just think through.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget that.
Bloody hell, Clive. That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight...
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna... If it weren't the ring...
It was the ring.
Memory? Don't...
We apprenticed you the robots. It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no... The fact is... I couldn't make any...
So what? You're an armourer, not a jeweller.
I'm the Idaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armour keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous, as far as I'm concerned, because... And I reckon...
Very well. Why don't we go... Oh, that swallow keep...
What you... It's not like...
All right.
Magic. So,
Indra.
travel. Just know... Got that, and I'll make...
Good luck.
He's a surly soaker.
Sid?
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I fear, however, I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, Morble. That is as what? Well.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.